Welcome to Istanbul, the city where East meets West, a treasure trove of history, culture, and breathtaking views. But today, we're not just here to admire the beauty, we're here to capture it. If you're a photography enthusiast or just someone who loves snapping perfect shots, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the 13 best photography spots in Istanbul, from iconic landmarks like the Hagia Sophia to hidden gems tucked away in quiet neighborhoods. Plus, I'll share pro tips along the way to help you get the most out of each location, whether you're using a DSLR, a smartphone, or even just your creative eye. And stay tuned till the very end, because I've saved a special, lesser-known spot that's guaranteed to take your photos to the next level. So grab your camera, and let's dive into Istanbul's most photogenic destinations. Before we dive into the stunning photography spots Istanbul has to offer, there are a few essential tips to keep in mind that will help you elevate your shots and truly capture the city's magic. Timing is everything. The soft, golden light just after sunrise or before sunset will transform your photos, while early mornings give you a peaceful, crowd-free experience. Respect for the local culture is equally important. When visiting religious sites like the Blue Mosque or Hagia Sophia, be mindful of photography rules and always remain respectful of the sacred atmosphere. When it comes to gear, a wide-angle lens works wonders for capturing grand architecture, while a telephoto lens lets you zoom in on intricate details. But don't worry if you're using just your smartphone. Focus on framing, lighting, and creativity, and you'll still get incredible results. Istanbul's reflections are another hidden treasure. Use the city's fountains, puddles, or even the waters of the Bosphorus to create stunning mirror-like compositions. And remember to explore every angle, shoot low for dramatic perspectives, or go high from rooftops like Galata Tower for a bird's-eye view. Finally, embrace the energy of Istanbul's streets. Capture candid moments in the bustling markets, colorful alleys, or along the Galata Bridge, where life feels vibrant and alive. With these tips in mind, you're ready to unlock the full potential of Istanbul's beauty. Now let's explore the 13 most photogenic spots this incredible city has to offer. The Grand Bazaar is more than just a market. It's a living museum, overflowing with colors, textures, and endless photo opportunities. With over 4,000 shops under its historic roof, this bustling marketplace is one of the largest and oldest in the world, making it a must-visit for photographers looking to capture the essence of Istanbul. As you walk through its maze-like alleys, the details will jump out at you. Vibrant Turkish carpets, shimmering lanterns, golden jewelry, and carefully stacked spices in every color imaginable. The energy of the market shopkeepers bargaining, locals browsing, and tourists exploring gives every frame a sense of life and movement. For photographers, timing is everything. Arrive early in the morning to avoid the crowds and catch the softer light streaming through the arches. Focus on capturing the intricate designs of handmade crafts, the glow of lantern shops, or even the expressions of a craftsman at work. Wide-angle shots work well for showcasing the scale of the market, while close-ups are perfect for capturing the fine details of its treasures. The Grand Bazaar isn't just about its history or size, it's about the stories you can capture in every corner. Whether it's the textures of a woven rug or the sparkle of gold in a display, this market offers an endless supply of inspiration for your photography. Istiklal Street is where Istanbul's rhythm truly comes alive. This iconic pedestrian avenue stretching through the heart of the city is a blend of historical charm and modern energy. Whether it's the historic red trams slowly weaving through the bustling crowds or the countless cafes, bookstores, and boutique shops lining the street, every step offers something visually captivating. For photographers, Istiklal Street is a goldmine of contrasts. The play between old and new is everywhere, a street vendor roasting chestnuts next to a sleek modern storefront, or the melodies of a street musician echoing through the alleyways surrounded by 19th century architecture. These contrasts are where the magic of street photography shines. At the end of the avenue, Taksim Square opens up as a vibrant meeting point where the energy never fades. The square is perfect for capturing candid moments, people coming and going, Buses and taxis zipping by, or even political rallies and performances that bring the city's diverse culture to life. Here's the challenge. Capturing the movement. Experiment with slow shutter speeds to blur the motion of the tram while keeping the street sharp, or focus on a street performer mid-act to freeze a fleeting moment. Early evenings are especially beautiful, as the streetlights and shop windows begin to glow, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Istiklal Street and Taksim Square aren't just places to photograph. They're living, breathing scenes that change with every moment. The key is to stay alert, observe the details, and let the pulse of the city guide your lens. Süleymaniye Mosque isn't just another grand building in Istanbul, it's a place where history, tranquility, and breathtaking views come together in perfect harmony. Perched on one of the city's 7 hills, this 16th-century Ottoman masterpiece, designed by the legendary architect Mimar Sinan, offers photographers both stunning architecture and a rare sense of calm. As you approach the mosque, the first thing that grabs your attention is its imposing yet elegant silhouette. The symmetry of the domes and minarets is mesmerizing, and the spacious marble courtyard invites you to slow down and take it all in. Inside, the soft light filtering through the colorful stained glass windows creates a serene and almost ethereal atmosphere, perfect for capturing the interplay of light and shadow. But the true highlight of Süleymaniye Mosque isn't just its architecture, it's the panoramic view from its garden. Standing here, you'll have a sweeping view of Istanbul's skyline, with the Golden Horn glimmering below, and the Bosphorus stretching into the distance. It's the kind of view that makes you pause, appreciate the beauty around you, and of course, reach for your camera. Visit in the late afternoon, just before sunset, when the golden hour light adds warmth and depth to your shots. Use a wide-angle lens to capture the grandeur of the mosque and the surrounding view, or zoom in to focus on the intricate details of the calligraphy and stained glass windows. Süleymaniye Mosque is more than a photo destination, it's a reminder of Istanbul's rich history and a moment of peace in an otherwise bustling city. For any photographer, it's a place where every shot tells a story. There's no mistaking the grandeur of the Blue Mosque. With its 6 towering minarets and a courtyard so vast it feels endless, this iconic landmark is one of Istanbul's most recognizable sights, and a dream location for any photographer. But what sets it apart isn't just its size or fame, it's the dazzling blue tiles that line its interior, casting a serene glow and giving the mosque its famous nickname. To truly capture its magic, think beyond the postcard shot. Start outside, where the cascading domes create a mesmerizing symmetry against the sky. Experiment with framing. For example, use the arches of the outer courtyard to naturally frame the minarets and domes. The reflection of the mosque in nearby fountains or puddles after rain can also add a unique perspective to your shots. Inside, the Blue Mosque feels almost otherworldly. The soft light filtering through hundreds of stained glass windows highlights the intricate patterns of its tiles. To do justice to this beauty, use a wide-angle lens to capture the scale of the space, but don't forget the details, the curves of the chandeliers, the arabesque patterns, and the interplay of shadow and light on the walls. For the best experience, visit early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Not only will you avoid the busiest times, but the changing light creates a dynamic atmosphere for photography. And always remember, it's an active place of worship. Be mindful of those praying and make sure to respect the quiet, sacred environment while taking your shots. Step into the world of sultans and empires at Topkapi Palace, one of Istanbul's most historical and visually stunning landmarks. This former residence of Ottoman sultans is not just a museum but a journey through time, one filled with intricate designs, opulent courtyards, and breathtaking views of the Bosphorus. For photographers, Topkapi Palace offers a wide variety of opportunities. The imperial courtyards, surrounded by lush gardens, are perfect for wide-angle shots that capture the grandeur of the palace's architecture. Meanwhile, the tile room, a highlight for many visitors, offers intricate Iznik tilework that is a masterpiece of symmetry and color. Focus on the details here, as every tile seems to tell a story. One of the most captivating areas for photography is the harem, with its vibrant patterns, stained glass windows, and dramatic lighting. This section gives you a glimpse into the private lives of the Ottoman elite and is an absolute treasure trove for creative shots. And then there's the view. Standing at the edge of the palace grounds, you're greeted by a panoramic view of the Bosphorus and the Sea of Marmara, a perfect backdrop for your photos. Use this opportunity to capture the contrast between the historical palace and the modern city that surrounds it. Bring a versatile lens to make the most of both wide shots and close-ups of the intricate details. Early mornings or late afternoons are ideal, as the soft lighting enhances the textures of the tiles and the overall atmosphere of the palace. If grandeur could be captured in stone, it would look like Dolmabahçe Palace. Situated right along the Bosphorus, this 19th century marvel is a true symbol of opulence and European-inspired Ottoman elegance. For photographers, it's a place where every detail, from the towering chandeliers to the intricate carvings, feels like an opportunity to create a masterpiece. As you approach the palace, its stunning waterfront location immediately grabs your attention. The reflection of its white marble facade on the Bosphorus creates a picture-perfect scene, especially during calm weather. Don't miss the ornate gates leading to the sea. Their symmetry and grandeur make for a striking frame. Inside, the sheer richness of the interiors is breathtaking. The massive crystal chandelier in the ceremonial hall, one of the largest in the world, is a focal point for any photographer. Look up and capture the intricate ceiling designs, or focus on the delicate gold accents that line every corner of the rooms. One of the most photogenic spots is the Imperial Staircase, a spiral wonder made of crystal, brass, and mahogany. Play with angles here to showcase its elegance and capture the interplay of light reflecting off its surfaces. Step outside into the palace gardens where beautifully manicured lawns and fountains provide a peaceful contrast to the ornate interiors. The view of the Bosphorus from here, especially during sunset, is truly magical. Midday light works well for outdoor shots of the palace's bright marble exterior, but for interior photography, bring a lens with a wide aperture to handle the lower light and capture intricate details. Few places in Istanbul capture the city's vibrant energy quite like Galata Bridge. Spanning the Golden Horn, this iconic bridge isn't just a crossing point, it's a microcosm of Istanbul's life. Fishermen lined up along the railings, ferries gliding underneath, and the constant hum of locals and tourists make this a dynamic spot for photography. The bridge offers a variety of angles and perspectives. On the upper level, you'll find the fishermen, a classic Istanbul scene. Capture their silhouettes against the water or zoom in on the line stretching into the Golden Horn. The interplay of fishing rods, boats, and the skyline in the background creates a visually rich composition. Walk to the lower level, where restaurants and cafes line the walkway. This is a great spot to photograph the bridge from below, with its arches framing the water. The combination of the bustling activity above and the quieter, reflective mood below gives you two entirely different moods to explore. But the real magic happens at sunset. The light reflecting off the water, the golden glow on the mosques in the distance, and the silhouettes of the bridge's activity create a stunning, almost cinematic scene. A tripod will come in handy here if you want to capture long exposure shots of the ferries as they pass by. Use the bridge as a vantage point to photograph the surrounding landmarks. On one side you have the historic district of Sultanahmet with its minarets rising into the sky. On the other, the modern skyline of Karakoy and Beyoğlu. It's the perfect spot to showcase the meeting of old and new Istanbul. The Bosphorus Strait is more than just a waterway dividing Europe and Asia, it's the lifeline of Istanbul, a constant source of inspiration for photographers seeking to capture the city's essence. Whether you're on a boat cruise, strolling along the shore, or photographing from a hilltop, the Bosphorus offers endless opportunities for stunning shots. Imagine the scene ferries crisscrossing the deep blue waters, seagulls soaring overhead, and the majestic palaces and mansions lining the shore. It's the kind of place where every turn offers a new perspective. A boat cruise is one of the best ways to explore this strait. From the gentle sway of the water you can frame iconic landmarks like the Dolmabahçe Palace, the Maiden's Tower, and the Bosphorus Bridge. For land-based photography, head to Ortaköy for an iconic shot of the Ortaköy Mosque set against the backdrop of the Bosphorus Bridge. Visit Rumeli Fortress for a panoramic view of the strait, or simply find a quiet spot along the shore to photograph the activity on the water. The Bosphorus is especially magical at sunrise, when the water glows gold, or during the blue hour just after sunset, when the city lights reflect off the waves. Use a polarizing filter to reduce glare on the water and bring out the deep blues and greens. For sunset or night shots, a tripod will help you capture the stunning reflections of the city lights on the Bosphorus. Tucked away on the shores of the Golden Horn, Balat is one of Istanbul's most colorful and character-filled neighborhoods. Known for its historic streets lined with brightly painted houses, cobblestone alleys and vintage charm, Balat is a dream come true for photographers looking to capture something unique and authentic. As you wander through Balat, you'll notice how every corner tells a story. The mismatched pastel houses with their tilted roofs and laundry lines create a sense of nostalgia, while the antique shops, old churches and local cafes bring out the rich cultural heritage of the area. This neighborhood isn't just a backdrop, it's a living, breathing slice of Istanbul's history and daily life. To make the most of your time here, focus on the details. Frame your shots to include the vibrant colors of the buildings, the textures of the peeling paint, or the cobblestones glistening after a rain shower. Capture candid moments of locals chatting on their doorsteps or children playing in the streets. These are the moments that truly bring Balat to life. For a standout photo, climb to one of Balat's hilltop streets for a view of the neighborhood below, with its colorful houses cascading toward the Golden Horn. The late afternoon light is especially flattering here, casting long shadows and making the colors of the buildings pop. Use a prime lens or a smartphone's portrait mode to emphasize the narrow streets and bring out the character of the buildings. Balat is also ideal for creative compositions. Try shooting through doorways or windows to frame your subjects in unique ways. A short ferry ride away from the bustling heart of Istanbul, the Prince's Islands offer a peaceful escape and a completely different atmosphere for photographers. Known for their car-free streets, quaint wooden houses and lush greenery, these islands are perfect for capturing serene, postcard-worthy scenes. Among the 9 islands, Buyukada is the largest and most popular. The quiet streets, lined with horse-drawn carriages and bicycles, create a sense of nostalgia and charm that feels like stepping back in time. The island's stunning Victorian-style mansions with intricate wooden details and colorful gardens make for incredible compositions, whether you're shooting wide shots or focusing on smaller details like the patterns on a balcony railing. But the real magic lies in the journey itself. The ferry ride to the islands offers breathtaking views of the Istanbul skyline and the Bosphorus, so make sure to have your camera ready before you even arrive. Aim for the upper deck to capture shots of the seagulls soaring alongside the boat, with the backdrop of the city fading into the horizon. Once on the islands, head to one of the higher viewpoints for panoramic views of the surrounding waters and neighboring islands. Sunset is particularly stunning here, with the golden light reflecting on the sea and the silhouetted shapes of the islands creating a picture-perfect moment. Bring a lightweight zoom lens to capture a variety of subjects, from the grand mansions to the distant islands. If you're using a smartphone, try the panorama mode to showcase the expansive views. Rising high above Istanbul's skyline, the Galata Tower is one of the most iconic and historic landmarks in the city. Built in the 14th century, this cylindrical stone tower not only offers a glimpse into the past, but also provides one of the most breathtaking panoramic views of Istanbul. A must-visit for any photographer. As you climb to the top, you'll be rewarded with a 360-degree view of the city. From here, the Bosphorus glimmers in the distance, the minarets of Sultanahmet rise proudly, and the vibrant neighborhoods of Karakoy and Beyoğlu stretch out below. It's the kind of view where you can't help but pause, soak it all in, and of course, capture it with your camera. To make the most of your shots, time your visit carefully. Early mornings provide soft, golden light, while sunsets transform the cityscape into a warm, glowing masterpiece. Use a wide-angle lens to capture the sweeping views, and don't forget to experiment with vertical shots to emphasize the tower's height and position in the city. Around the base of the tower, the cobblestone streets and charming cafes create a lively atmosphere. Capture the contrast of modern-day life unfolding around this ancient structure. Street musicians, bustling crowds, or locals sipping tea in the shadow of the tower. If you're shooting at sunset or night, bring a tripod to stabilize your camera for long exposure shots. The illuminated skyline and reflections on the water make for stunning compositions. If there's one place in Istanbul that feels like it was made for photographers, it's the Seven Hills Rooftop Restaurant. Perched on top of a building in the heart of Sultanahmet, this hidden gem offers what many consider the best panoramic view of the city. From here you can capture not one but two of Istanbul's most iconic landmarks, the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, perfectly framed together in a single shot. The rooftop is a dream come true during sunrise or sunset, when the golden light bathes the city's domes and minarets, and the sky transforms into a palette of pinks and oranges. It's the kind of place where you don't just take photos, you create art. To make the most of this location, find a seat close to the edge and experiment with different angles to showcase the skyline. Use leading lines, like the edges of the rooftop, to naturally draw attention to the two landmarks. If you're photographing during daylight, a polarizing filter will help bring out the rich blue of the sky and reduce glare on the buildings. The rooftop isn't just about the view, the lively energy of the space itself is worth capturing. From the colorful breakfast platters served to customers to the fluttering seagulls that often circle above, every detail adds a layer of life to your shots. Bring a zoom lens to focus on the intricate details of the Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque domes, or go wide to capture the entire skyline. If you're using a smartphone, make sure to clean your lens beforehand for those ultra-crisp shots. For our final destination, we're heading to one of Istanbul's most enchanting and mysterious spots, the Maiden's Tower. Rising from a tiny islet in the middle of the Bosphorus, this iconic structure has stood as a silent witness to Istanbul's history for centuries. Its allure lies not just in its beauty but in the legends and stories that surround it, making it the perfect ending to our photography journey. What makes the Maiden's Tower so special for photographers is its isolation. Surrounded by the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus with the city's skyline as its backdrop, it offers a dramatic and almost otherworldly frame. Whether you're capturing it from the shores of Üsküdar, photographing it from a ferry, or using a telephoto lens to zoom in from the European side, every angle tells a story of its own. For a truly magical experience, visit during sunset. The tower transforms as the sun dips below the horizon, the water reflects hues of gold and pink, and the tower's silhouette becomes a striking focal point against the colorful sky. Long exposure shots can create stunning results here, with blurred water and a sharp focus on the tower. If you're feeling adventurous, take a boat ride out to the Maiden's Tower itself. Standing on the islet, you'll have a unique perspective of both the tower and the city surrounding it. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create photos that few others have. Use a tripod for low-light or long-exposure photography to capture the glow of the tower's lights as they illuminate the water at night. Experiment with reflections in the Bosphorus for creative compositions that bring the scene to life. The Maiden's Tower isn't just a place to photograph, it's a symbol of Istanbul's timeless beauty and a reminder of the stories that connect this city's past to its present. Ending your photography journey here feels like closing the final chapter of a book you'll never forget. One filled with the colors, textures, and spirit of Istanbul. And there you have it, 13 incredible photography spots across Istanbul, each with its own unique charm and story. From bustling markets to serene waterways, this city offers something for every photographer. So pack your camera, follow the light, and let Istanbul inspire your next masterpiece. Don't forget to share your favorite shots in the comments. I'd love to see how you captured the magic of this extraordinary city.